Yo, what's up guys, what's going on? Welcome back, hope you all are doing well. Manchester United versus Wolves, first game of the season for both teams. Man, that was awful. That was a bad performance from Manchester United and a really good performance from Wolves. If anything made worth watching this game, it was Wolves. Just the way they played, they were so amazing in transition. They were so good in transition, and oh my god, the many chances that they had. The many chances. The one with Cunha, the little flick from Sarabia, I don't know how that didn't go in. Do not know. I thought at first Onana blocked it or Wan-Bissaka blocked it, but no, it actually hit the post. They had so many opportunities. My god. And really good performances by Cunha, Neto, Nunez. I really liked Neto in the first half. When he went after Luke Shaw, he was on a mission to get that ball back. That's something I haven't seen in a long time from forward, just going all the way back. And I know Luke Shaw was surprised. He probably thought himself, what is this guy doing, coming all the way back over here trying to get the ball. And a good effort and hustle from Neto. Yeah, I really liked what I saw with Wolves, but Manchester United, god, what an awful performance. You shouldn't put Fernandes with Mount. In theory, you would think it would work, but in this game, it did not work at all. I didn't see anything from Fernandes. I'm always criticizing Fernandes, but at least, he's able to play his game. Most games, I think he's the most consistent player, I would say, of Manchester United. But today, besides a little flick for Wan-Bissaka and the assist to Varane, he didn't do anything else. Mason Mount, I wasn't really a big fan just because the few times, and that's why I didn't want to be too critical of Mason Mount, because I haven't really seen him play all that much. The games that I did see him play in Chelsea, that's when he was dipping in form. That's when he wasn't really doing anything. I didn't understand this need for Manchester United to get someone like Mason Mount. I would have thought they would have gone somewhere else to look for a midfielder. And today, he just seemed off. But we'll see. It's just game one. So there's a lot, because I know Fernandes, he's going to be back to form. He's going to be back to the way he usually plays. But Mount, man, I don't know. And then leaving Casemiro by himself, that was such a bad idea. And poor Casemiro. But despite that, I did see Casemiro a little bit slow, lagging. And some of his tackles not timed well. I think he's losing that edge that he used to have. I mean, he's in his 30s, isn't he? 31, 32. The front line. That front line doesn't work for me. I get someone like Mason Mount when you should have concentrated on getting forward. I think Manchester United is going to go through the same thing that Chelsea went through last season. A lack of forward. They need a forward. Y'all need a forward. Bad, urgently. I understand that Rashford can't play as a number 9, and they're just improvising for this game. The times that he did get on the ball, it wasn't clicking. And forget about Garnacho. Garnacho was... That's why I wasn't on board and I wasn't too hyped up when, he came on the scene and he was scoring these goals off the bench. I couldn't say that he was going to be the next big thing. I know it was just... I understood that it was just a moment, so I didn't want to say anything just yet. My cousin was asking me oh, what do you think of this guy? I was like, I don't know, it's too early. Yeah, he's playing well for now, but we have to wait and see what's going to happen later on. He was struggling big time. Poor guy. And I thought he was going to come off in this for the second half, and good move from Ten Hag to keep him on, because that could have killed his confidence, just taking him out. It didn't help in terms of the game, in terms of his game. He had, I think, one chance where that was the closest I think they got Manchester United. A really good play by, I think it was or it was Rashford to Shaw, and then the drawback, and then Garnacho wasn't able to get the kick, and I think Anthony was the one that got the kick, and that was it. That was about it for Garnacho. And I still haven't seen Garnacho play a good game when he starts. It's almost... The good games that he does have are when he comes off the bench, not when he starts. But that midfield, man, damn, that kind of bothered me that I didn't see Fernandes. I'm always, like I said, I'm always giving him a hard time, but... because he complains. That's my biggest complaint, is that he whines and he moans. He is a really good player, and he's a player that Manchester United needs to be on top form all the time. And lucky for United, he's the most consistent player. But there was nothing. They were getting past. Wolves were just getting past them. They weren't even there. It was such a bad game. It almost feels like a loss. It almost feels like Wolves were 13 players, and I don't know, Manchester United were 5 players, 13 versus 5 or something. Then we have Onana. All this build-up, all this talk about Onana. Onana, look, he blocked a bunch of shots because he was there where, you have to align yourself where the player's at, when he's going to shoot. So he just happened to be there where the player was shooting at. I don't think he did anything extraordinary. He didn't have any cat-like reflexes or anything like that. Any moments like that? No, there wasn't anything. And then the charge on both the forwards, that should have been a penalty. Oh yeah, that should have been a penalty. That, I think Wolves were robbed from that. That should have been a penalty, and that was a huge mistake from Onan. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.